Then Ken Cheveldayoff, longtime Sask Party MLA, Saskatoon Silver Springs, announces, the new riding is Saskatoon Willow Grove. He was until he took his leave from Cabinet, the Parks, Culture, Sport Minister. Mr. Cheveldayoff joining us live now on CJME and CKOM in Saskatoon. Ken Cheveldayoff, thanks for taking our call.
Well, thanks very much, John. Good morning. It's great to be with you.
Question that we put to anybody seeking what you're doing. Why do you want to be the Sask Party Leader and the Premier?
Well, I love this province. Saskatchewan has been very good to me. I grew up in rural Saskatchewan in Blaine Lake, son of a farmer and a teacher, and had a wonderful upbringing, and was able to see the challenges of growing up in rural Saskatchewan, but the benefits as well. Later in life, I was fortunate enough to move to the city and to become an MLA 14 years ago, and representing a very strong riding in Saskatoon. So I think I have that background to provide leadership in what's needed for Saskatchewan going forward. Over the last 14 years, I've had 5 different cabinet portfolios, wonderful responsibility, wonderful learning experiences, everything from all of the Crown corporations to environment to enterprise, and most recently parks, culture, and sport, and some of the quality of life issues in our province. So I think I have the background. I think I have the experience, and I certainly have the energy going forward. We had a great launch yesterday, 300 people in Saskatoon, people from across the province, and we're so excited about listening and meeting more people and coming up with some great ideas for the future.
Question about continuing 10 years of what Mr. Wall began, the Sask Party did, but at the same time talking about refreshing, putting your own imprint on things. How do you square what's gone on and the need for change? So what do you change from what you've done?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, and that's something I dealt with in my speech yesterday, and I'm putting it on the internet and having people have the ability to hear it firsthand. But for your listeners, we have had 10 years of fantastic growth under Brad Wall and the Sask Party government. I don't think anybody can dispute that. In the last little while, we've had some challenges with the budget, for example. I think what is needed right now is for us to take a step back, to re-examine some of those budgetary decisions, and then, most importantly, come up with a new 10-year growth plan, because I believe that's where we're at. The people haven't changed. The economy goes up and down. The people are ready for 10 more years of growth, and that's why I'll be putting forward some ideas in that regard. As far as changes go, the budgetary process, the limitation there is that you can't consult as wide and as far as you would like to. I would say that we have had some areas where we could have consulted more and we would have benefited from it. What I'm doing now, and will continue to do, is listen to people, consult more, and I think there's some areas where we can come up with some better ideas.
Ken Cheveldayoff, what distinguishes you, though, in what's becoming a pretty crowded field of 5? Why you and not one of the other 4 people in?
Well, I think I've got the perfect combination of background and experience. Growing up in rural Saskatchewan, I firsthand have seen all of the challenges and certainly the benefits. And now representing an urban riding, a riding that has many new Saskatchewanians, new residents to our province. I'm listening very closely. In my policy platform yesterday, I talked about an entrepreneurial incubator for entrepreneurs that are new to our province. I love the entrepreneurial zeal of the people that are moving to our province. I think we can do so many things there. I outlined quite an in-depth plan for agricultural research and innovation and crop development, and how we can value add and food process more. Well, we can get into greenhouses for people in northern Saskatchewan so we can have food security for people all year round. And then, of course, I'm against the carbon tax, but so what? Everybody's in this race is going to be against the carbon tax. We have to tell the better story about the best environmentalists in the country, and those are the farmers of Saskatchewan.
Ken Cheveldayoff with us. Last question to you. You've had 5 cabinet portfolios. You've been in cabinet. You've been out of cabinet. Has there been, with Premier Brad Wall, the kind of relationship that has shown he had confidence in you in being a cabinet minister?
Well, absolutely. When he gave me 1/3 of government with the Crown corporations, that was a tremendous amount of trust. And, I'm very pleased. I've done my best in all the cabinet portfolios and as government house leader as well. And I appreciate the confidence that he's had in me. But more importantly, Brad Wall and I knew each other back in high school days. We went to different schools. We were both political nerds. We've been friends ever since. And, back in the day, he said to me, Chev, if we ever have a chance to serve our province, wouldn't it be a blessing? Well, I've had that chance to serve with him. History will look back at Brad Wall as one of the best premiers ever in the province of Saskatchewan, and he will always be a friend of mine.
Ken Cheveldayoff, good having you by. I know we will continue this. Talk soon.
Thanks very much, John. You bet. Take care.
Ken Cheveldayoff in Saskatoon, the fifth candidate in, 14-year MLA for the Sask Party and the former Minister of Parks, Culture and Sport.